Hello, my name is Mausam and I'm on this amazing journey in the hotel business in the area of sales and marketing for over 2 decades. You may visit my LinkedIn page to know more about me. We're going to start with the part 2 on the topic of market segmentation. In the earlier part, I had covered details about what is market segmentation, why is it important, and how does it evolve. So here we go.
In this session, we will cover the following topics. How does this segmentation change based on location or product? What should be our approach to gain business from these segments? We will take some examples to understand the location and the product scenario. Please note that these are just assumptions to understand the scenarios better. Let's take our first example. Assume this is a 300-room hotel with banqueting venues. This has a proper city center location and is surrounded by big corporate houses. The relevant transient segments for this hotel could be corporate and TMC, travel agency, and hotel direct. Remember, this kind of hotel would mainly have business clientele. Even on the group side, it would be dependent on corporate, association, and government. There could be some social business on high demand dates, and there would always be some opportunity for any other miscellaneous groups. This hotel may also be catering to long-term contracts. In this example, we are looking at more or less the same kind of hotel with 300 rooms and banqueting venues. This is also located in the city center amongst corporate houses, but there are some places of tourist interests also nearby. With that, some segments that are relevant to the leisure gets added. In transient, award redemption and wholesale gets added. In groups, leisure groups get added, and there is no change in the LTC segment. Now imagine, in case this hotel was located near a stadium too, then which segments would be pertinent? Obviously, sports group would also get added in the group segment. Now imagine this hotel located in city center with a large convention facility. This would have almost similar segments of the type 1 hotel. In addition, there could be a sports segment getting added since large convention venues are also booked for indoor sports like chess, snooker, etc. Now this is a city center select service hotel and does not have any banquet venues. Thus, they would mainly be relying on transient business and some LTC. But there would still be an opportunity of small groups from corporate or government who may just need rooms without banqueting facilities since they are in the city to attend an event taking place elsewhere. There could be some miscellaneous groups too. Now this is a large hotel with big banqueting facilities in a leisure location. Their dependency on business transient will be close to nil. They would be more dependent on leisure transient segments. On the group side, they would be strong with all the segments being of high importance. For LTC, they may just be dependent on airline crew if the airport is close by. Now for type 6, let's look at this as a resort hotel located with hardly any banqueting facility. They would be highly dependent on the leisure transient business. In groups, they would have small corporate groups coming in for an incentive. There would be some leisure groups too. Destination weddings in the social segment could be very strong for this resort. Having seen some examples of which segment could be pertinent to which type of hotels, let us now try to understand how to approach them. First, we place them in the right buckets. B2C, that's business to customer, and B2B, that's business to business. Now please understand that the string in the sales cycle has 4 key elements. The traveler, who's the consumer or the customer here, a decision maker who mainly pays the money from the budget or his pocket, an influencer who is a recommender with past experience of using the product or has a good feedback from reliable sources, and booker, the person who makes the booking and coordinates things between these elements. In the B2B side, there's a high possibility for the sales team to approach the decision maker, influencer, and the booker. This is this bucket that has all the controllable elements. Whereas in the B2C side, all the four elements could be the same person or located in different places where they cannot be easily approached. Thus, we will handle the approach to B2C business separately since it's a vast subject in itself. On the B2B side, the sales team can approach these segments through a structured prospecting mechanism. Corporate contracted, these are large corporate houses which could be locally headquartered or based outside the country with presence in India. Travel management company, some large corporations have access to TMCs. TMCs book the corporates they represent. Sales teams approach them to make sure that they are aware of the product and keep it on recall when required. Long-term contracts, approach airlines, projects in the city, or with the corporate or government projects, whichever is taking place with the news that's going around. Corporate groups, identify and meet those corporates who regularly conduct meetings or events for their employees and customers. Travel agency, they are visible since they operate retail business. They try and provide one-stop solutions such as ticketing, visa, forex, hotel, reservations, local transport, etc. It is important that they are met and given all the details of the product from time to time. Some of these agencies also sell products for wholesalers. Leisure groups, this also mainly originates from travel agencies on retail business since group travel needs a lot of coordination and thus customers work through these agencies for ease. Wholesale, they are also called destination marketing companies or DMC. They create destination-based products and market them in faraway places to attract comprehensive travel to the destination. For example, the end consumer gets to buy a product like 7 days and 6 nights package to Kerala covering Munnar, Alleppey and Thekadi, but the DMC based in Kerala makes all the possible arrangements with hotels, transportation, guides, etc. to make this happen. And there's a big network of domestic or international wholesalers who dominate the leisure business network. On the group side, the sales team also scout for government supported or organized meetings such as investor summits, parliamentary standing committee visits, etc. Meet different associations such as of various industries, forums, non-government bodies with industry networking, educational, etc. Organizers of sports meets in football, cricket, hockey, etc. There is a very important intermediary who works with corporates, government, associations to facilitate events, conferences, congress, seminars. They are big influencers. These are professional conference organizers and event management companies. Without them, organizing large-scale events would be next to impossible. The sales team also has to regularly interact with them. I hope I've been able to give you much clarity on the segmentation side in context with different kinds of hotels. We will discuss more on pricing for segment and margins for intermediaries in part 3 of this series, which is going to follow soon. Thank you and see you soon.